A velocity project is configured using a group of 5 different configuration screens. Each of these screens are accessible from the velocity configuration menu blue keys shown here. To navigate to the different screens, click on the blue menu key that corresponds with what you want to edit. This module will give you an overview of each of the configuration screens. We will talk more in depth on each of these screens in later modules. When you first open a project, you will always be placed in the host profile window. Each project must contain connection information for TE, Web, or Oracle. Within a host profile, you can also configure connections to the Wavelink license server, Wavelink's Connect Pro session persistence software, SSL and SSH settings, as well as custom configurations of the scanner. Next is the Settings option. This window allows for the setting of universal themes for the project, as well as being a central repository for all external files used by the project. Companies use themes to match their applications and their branding logos and color schemes. These colors and fonts set in the window propagate throughout the project unless changed on a screen-by-screen basis. The adding of resources allows companies to add HTML files, CSS files, JavaScript files, as well as WAV files, and have them available to the project. This way, you do not have to reference absolute or relative directories, but can instead list file names that the Velocity client can easily locate during execution. After the Settings window comes the Scripts window, accessed by clicking on the blue Scripts menu option. Scripts are used to manipulate scan data, insert HTML or CSS files into existing web pages, or change how the application executes. Scripts are written using the JavaScript language, so rudimentary experience with programming and scripting languages is needed. Now we move to the Keyboards window, accessed by clicking on the blue Keyboards menu option. This keyboard editor allows for the building of a list of keyboards to be used within a project. Using built-in keyboard templates, building custom keyboard templates, setting the color scheme, and setting the order of the keyboards can all be done with this configuration screen. It is important to note that if you decide to create your own list of keyboards, the keyboards that display by default on all Velocity screens will be disabled and must be added back into the project keyboard list. Last is the Screens window, accessed by clicking on the blue Screens menu option. Rather than causing waves or reinventing the wheel with host application setup, the Velocity client is able to enhance the user interface experience through its built-in HTML and CSS rendering engine. With this functionality, you can import your existing screens to a project in the Velocity console and apply styled themes and edit individual screen elements for a more modern appearance to your host application. If you don't want to worry about the hassle of setting up screen element styles, you can immediately use the Velocity console in native mode, green screen, or use its predictive formatting capabilities to automatically apply a preset series of styles to your screens for immediate use on a smart device.